So as I say, it's a circuits round. I'm going to be filming tonight actually so that we can put this on YouTube if anyone ever wants to just put themselves through the pain again. Again, my hair's going up, so you know it is getting serious. So we're going to start with squats, and then on the second round we're going to do squat pulses. Listen to your body, just change any moves to suit you, adapt to suit your body. I'm wider than my hips, my knees are going to go the same direction as my toes. I'm going to have more weight in my heels and the balls of my feet than my toes. So I'm going to go to my side profile. I'm going to breathe in as I go down. I press my bottom back and then I exhale, lift. So think about the shape of the spine not changing. All you're doing is just bending at the knees and the hips. Got a little bit of ankle mobility in there too. Just check you're not looking up here. You don't want to crease the back of the neck. We're thinking about alignment of our spine. Let's just go for 5. Just check in on those knees for me, please. Just check that they are going the same direction as your toes. They're not knocking in. I, as you know, keep my toes hovered just a little bit. It just ensures that I don't take any pressure into my knees. We've got 3 more, please, and then we're going to go on to our lunges. So just taking our time with these. Exploring the mobility we've got. You might feel you can just drop a bit lower each time. But again, we're listening to our body. Last one, or our bodies. Last one. And come on up. And we're going to go for our lunges with our left foot forwards to begin with. Just make sure the right toes are facing forwards. They have a tendency to drift out to the side. We're not going to let that happen. And we're just going to lunge down. And we come on up with control. So I'm feeling the stretch in the front of the hip as I drop down. It's up to you how low you go. You're listening to your body. We've got 8. And again, think about the shape of the spine. It isn't changing here. It's hip, it's knee, it's ankle. Can I have 5? I just reach my arms forwards a little bit here. And 3, so I've got energy coming through the tips of my fingers. Breathing as we go, I inhale, go down, and I exhale, come up. It is completely up to you if you want to play with that breath though. 2 more, please. I really feel that stretch tonight. I must be tight. Last one. Come on up, and just step your right foot forwards, take the left foot back. Again, just check which direction your left toes are going in particular. And we've got 10 controlled lunges here. Again, you might feel you just drop down a little bit lower each time, but you're not forcing it. And we're definitely not resting the knee at the bottom of the move. It might go so low that it kisses the mat, but it definitely does not rest. Try and maintain an energy coming from the crown of your head here. 4 more, please. Make sure we're not holding our breath. And 3, just make sure the rib cage isn't flaring. 2. 1 final one, please, and then we're going to go for our curtsy lunges. So just take that knee lower, and we come up, and step that foot forward. Give your legs a bit of a shake out if you need to. So I'm going to start in the center of my mat with my curtsy lunge. I'm going to take my foot behind me, I'm stood on my piece of paper, and I just curtsy down as I lift my arms, and I come on up. And we switch sides. I want you to think about these hip bones are facing forwards the whole time. So the leg goes behind, but the pelvis is in alignment. We've got 6. I'm worried where that piece of paper is behind me. I feel like I might be about to skate off somewhere accidentally. 5. Maybe your knee can go lower. Maybe it can't. You're listening to your body. 4. And 3. 2. Just enjoy these because the next round we are going to be pulsing in these positions. Last one. And come up for me. Taking it back to our squat. I'm going to go side profile just so you can see my bottom is pressing behind. I'm going to take it down to my squat, and I'm just going to pulse here. So I'm definitely not bouncing. I'm keeping length through my neck. My arms are reaching. Let's go for 5, 4, don't stand up fully, 3, no weight in your toes, 1. Come on up. Take your left foot forward. Ooh, let me get my balance. Right foot behind. I come down to my lunge and I'm just going to pulse here. So never fully standing up. If this were to feel wrong for you, just go back to the last lunges that we were doing. Can I have 4, 3, small and low, 2, 1. Step forwards. Step the left foot back. I'm so wobbly on this side. I take it to my lunge and I'm just pulsing. I definitely feel the thighs working quite hard here when I'm pulsing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. So we are going to step. I'm going to step my right foot behind. I expect it's your left foot. So I'm going to take it to my curtsy lunge. Both sets of toes are kind of facing forwards. And I'm just going to pulse here. Just 10 in total. So we're not here for long. Lifting through my breastbone. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Oh, I'm wobbly tonight. Step that foot behind. Curtsy for me. And pulse. Pulse. We've just got 8, 7, 6, 5. Can we go lower? 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Give your legs a bit of a rub or a shake out. And then we're going to stand at the back of our mat. Remember to stay hydrated. If you're thirsty tonight, just stop, grab a drink. I've got my feet about hip distance apart. Toes facing forwards. I'm going to think about keeping my ribcage quiet and drawing it in. And I inhale, lift my arms up. And I exhale, stretch them wide, reaching to the sides of the room. Try some more. I'm puffing and panting. Arms go wider. This time we're going to add a roll down. I lift up, ribs are quiet. Arms wide, I roll on down, pulling my belly button up towards my spine. And just hang here. I want you to stretch. Feel that stretch down the back of the legs. Stretching out the hamstrings that just worked hard there. Let your head go like a dead weight. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, rebuild your spine. Stacking the vertebra, link by link, vertebra by vertebra. I inhale, lift my arms. I exhale, take them wide, and I'm going to roll them down. Again, belly pulling up to the spine. Arms just hanging here, head hanging. Now I'm going to take my hands onto the back of my calves. My elbows go wide as I pull my nose in towards my knees. And I just press away to release. Let's work with our breath. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, pull the nose in towards the knees. And we inhale, release. One more time, pull on in. Head heavier. And release, let the arms hang. And rebuild our spines. We've got a little bit of a press up round coming up. I lift the arms up. Reach to the sides of the room. Head drops. Belly pulls up. My hands find the mat. Bend your knees if you need to. And we walk out 4 or 3.5 large steps, taking us to our press up plank position. Hold it for a moment. Your fingers are wide. Don't let the head drop. Think of length through your neck. And then we're going to come to our knees. We did this last week, so I'm just going to uncurl my toes. I want you just to make sure your hands are under your shoulders. And they're not forwards of your shoulders. Take your right leg long, bottom height. Nothing else moves, but you sweep the leg out to the side and you sweep it back to your midline. So of course there's a bit of movement in the pelvis, it's controlled. I sweep it out. I'm trying not to let it drop too much. And I sweep it back. It's staying about bottom height, belly to your spine. 2 more. I sweep the leg out. I sweep it back. Last one, please. Take it back. Out. And back. 4 press-ups here, please. I breathe in. I lower my nose to the front of my mat. And I exhale, lift. 3 more. It's slow. Inhale down. Elbows touch your t-shirt. Exhale, lift. So you're taking your nose forwards, not down between your hands. Twice more. breathing with it. Feeling the bingo wings rising. Last one, can you lift the leg a bit higher as you go down? And lift, take your knees down, tuck your toes under. Give me an up stretch, please. Just encourage your heels down towards the mat. Press your bottom backwards. Feel that stretch through your back line. And then walk your hands into your feet for me, please. Letting go of the weight of the head straight away. Inhaling down here. And exhale, stack the vertebra. Keep weighting your toes as well as your heels. And at the top, we breathe in, we lift those arms. We breathe out, we stretch them wide as we roll down. And we walk our hands out. So again, it's about 3.5 large steps, take you to your press up plank position. Are your fingers wide again? Take your knees down. So remember when we do the press ups, the nose doesn't come down between the hands. I see that quite a lot. I untuck my toes. I take my left leg up and long. I sweep it out to the side. I sweep it back and I lift it a bit higher, not pulling in the lower back. Sweep it out. Sweep it back. Can you keep the torso quiet here? 2 more times, or twice more, would be better English. Last one, please. Sweep it out. I gabble when I find a move hard. Okay, press ups. Don't drop your nose between your hands. Forward. It goes forwards with your hands. And lift. As you go low with the upper body, can you lift your leg higher? 3. And lift. Take your time. Explore it. Pull your belly to your spine. Lift your leg higher. And lift. Final time, please. Come up strong for me. Knee down, toes tucked. Already I can feel that stretch in my calves there. And then I take it to up stretch. And I hold it here for a moment. One heel high as the other presses low. And we pedal through our feet for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Both heels low. Walk your hands into your feet, please. Drop the head. Rotate your wrists a couple of times each direction. Just making sure they're not tight. And then we build our spines. Your head's heavy the entire way up until about now. We gaze in front of us, we lift the arms. We stretch, take it wide. We've got mountain climbers this time. Have you still got equal weight throughout your feet? Walk out 3.5 steps. Okay, shoulders are directly over your hands. Tuck your right knee into your chest. Take the leg back, foot down. Left knee in. Back and down. So we're going slowly. I want you to feel that nothing else in your body is changing shape. So your pelvis isn't twisting from side to side. Can I have 4? Your neck stays long. 3, are you still pressing your hands away from the mat? We've got 2, side to belly. And 1. Foot down, give me an up stretch. This time, we pick up both heels high. See, look at your toes, all 10 toes are down. You see the crease at the bridge of the foot. So you know you're lifting your heels as high as possible. And then press the heels down and press your chest back towards your leggings. And then we come up high on all those 10 toes. And then heels back and down. Last one, please. Heels high. You press them down. And we walk our hands into our feet. Just check your feet are still about hip distance apart here. Let your head go heavier. Shake your wrists out if you need to. And articulate up. Got the last plank move, and then we're going to be doing that little round again. We lift the arms. We roll on down. I quite like a circuits type class. I like the repetition because I can see improvements each time when we can expect. We know what to expect from the move. Walk out to your strong plank. Spider-Man. Right leg hovers. The right knee comes and touches the right elbow, there or thereabouts. Take the leg back and down. We go out with the left, so you've got your thigh bone spinning outwards. And as you take it back and down, it comes back to parallel. Can I have 6? Right. And 5. You're still pressing your hands away from the mat. And 4. Maybe you can take the knee even wider. For 3. Just opening through the hips. 2. Obviously a lot of strengthening work here as well. Last one. Give me an up stretch. Walk your hands into your feet. My hands are slipping all over my mat. Rebuilding our spines, please. Try and reach to the ceiling here. And reach to the sides of the room, roll down. Walking out to our planks. Holding it for a moment. And then taking our knees down to the mat. Uncurling our toes, right leg up. Feel that you're really stretching the front of the hip here and working the bottom. Sweep the leg out, 4. And back to center. And 3. Try and keep yourself really strong through your center here. 2. Try not to topple the upper body side to side. 1 more. The leg is high, your belly to your spine. We go for 4 press-ups. And 3. We know what we're doing here. Our nose is going forwards, not down. 2. Feeling my triceps working hard here. And last one. Knee down, toes tuck. Up stretch. Head heavy. You're not looking in front of yourself. Walk your hands to your feet. Straight away the arms and head are heavy. And we rebuild our spine. And we reach to the ceiling. And the arms go even wider, now the chest is loosening. Rolling down. Out to our plank, please. Fingers even wider, distributing the weight evenly. Knees down, left leg long. Can you maintain the height more? Sweep around for 4. And back. Do you feel a difference one side to the other? 3. Where my left leg isn't my most dominant side, I feel I've got way more mobility here. 2. And 1. Keep it high, belly to your spine, 4 press-ups. So it should be easier because we're on our knees, but with the weight of this long leg, it's definitely not an easy move, and we've done lots of arm work here. 2. Keep that neck longer. Final time. Knee down, toes tucked. Up stretch for me. Walk your hands to your feet. Hanging, ooh dear, I went dizzy. Hanging here, rotate your wrists a couple of times each direction. Change direction when you're ready, head heavier. Stacking our spine, ready for mountain climbers. Remember, we're not going quick tonight. Arms lift, roll on down. Can we feel our spines loosening off as we go? I definitely can. Walk out. Right knee in. Take it back. Left knee in, pause, squeeze it in. Take it back. We've got 6. Lengthen. And 5, don't let that head get heavy, please. And 4, really strengthening the back of the neck here. No text necks here. And 3, tighter to your chest. And back. Pelvis isn't going skew-if, it's staying strong. 2. And 1. Give me an up stretch. You can always walk your hands in a smidgen if you need to. 1 heel high, the other low. And we pedal 6. And 5. Feel that stretch through your feet. Achilles, calves. Let's do 3. And 2. My hands are still slipping. And 1. Both heels low, bottom back. Hands walk in. Head straight away heavy. Stack your spine. Arms lift. Final roll down, please. We've got our Spider-Man, so getting into the hips again, while strengthening the entire body. Walk out. Okay, nothing else moves apart from your right leg lifts, the leg spins out, you tap the elbow, back and down. and left. So we prep for this with those press ups with the sweeping leg. And right. Back and down. Can you keep the knee higher as you bring it out? 5, 4. How still and quiet is your pelvis? If I had a spirit level on the back of your pelvis, would that bubble be at center? Can I have 2? And 1. Give me an up stretch. Walk your hands in a tiny bit if you need to. If you're slipping, both heels high and both heels low. Inhale high. Exhale low, bottom back. Twice more. Inhale, heels high. Exhale down. Last time, please. Press them down and then walk your hands to your feet. Hang here. Shake the wrists out again. Rotate them, listening to our body. Do what you need to do. And stack our spines. And you lift your arms. And you stretch them wide. And we're just going to step forward. So we've got the mat behind us. We've got a bit of a shoulder bridge around. I cross at my ankles. And I'm going to bring myself down to my mat. And we're actually just going to take a couple of breaths down here. If you've got your hair tied up when we're doing bridges, it's good to take the ponytail out so you can get a lovely neck alignment. I just want you to close your eyes for a moment. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Have your arms a little wider than your mat. Palms facing up to the ceiling so you've got openness in your chest. And just breathe for me. Let the breath settle. Breathing in deeply and fully through your nose. And exhale completely through your mouth. And as the breath settles, I just want you to allow your body to settle. Let your mind begin to relax with your breath. Just noticing how the ribcage expands out to the sides of the room almost as you breathe in. And how it draws in as you exhale completely, and that out breath is longer than you think. So the next time you breathe in, the breath is deeper, it's fuller. And exhale. And we're just going to open our eyes now. Okay, we're going to go for our shoulder bridges. So I am going to have my heels underneath my knees. My knees and my feet are parallel, but they're no wider apart than my cheekbones, so I know I'm in alignment with my hips. I'm going to press my arms firmly down into the mat, all the way to the tips of my fingers. I take a deep breath in. And on that exhale, I imprint my spine and peel up my pelvis, lumbar spine, all the way to my shoulders, into my shoulder bridge. Now pause here, just breathe while you're here. Drop the ribs in, press the hips higher. Make sure the knees haven't drifted out to the side. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, articulate the spine down again. So just enjoy these slower moves for a moment. I breathe in at the bottom and my back just falls to its comfortable position. And then I exhale, peel up again, so it's that articulation. Knees not flaring. I'm using my arms here. I feel my triceps working, but I'm even using the tips of my fingers. And on the exhale, I melt my sternum down to the mat, and then my spine follows. Once the pelvis taps down, my back just settles. Twice more, so using your breath, working with your breath. At the top, so we know our ribs are dropped in, but make sure you're looking directly above you, and then melt the spine down. Can you feel that length you are creating in between your vertebrae? Your back softens at the bottom, and we come up. So notice how the pelvis is level and straight because we've got both feet on the floor. Now we're going to take our left foot away, and our pelvis doesn't shift or barely shift. So I lift the knee up, and then I reach the leg up to the ceiling. I flex my foot, and I lower my leg down. I get a hip opening, but my pelvis doesn't twist, and I point and lift. 3 more. Just check your neck is still long, not looking at the leg, you're looking up. I point and lift. 2, I'm pushing through my heel. Feel that stretch down the back of your leg. And point and lift. Last time, please, lower with that heel. And lift. Bend the knee. Take your foot down. And melt your spine down. So hopefully you felt how the right hand side of the bottom had to work harder there to stabilize, but so did your center. Okay, we're going to come on up. Articulate up. So in a moment, we're going to lift the right leg. Don't let your left knee drift. Arms down, neck long. Right leg up. Reach it long. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Pelvis level. And 3. And lift the leg higher, reaching to the ceiling. And 2, not rushing anything tonight. Last time, please. Are you using those arms? Lift. Fold the knee, take the foot down, and then melt the spine down. 2 more variations of shoulder bridge. Come on up for me, please. Listening to our bodies. Left leg up. It reaches to the ceiling. Now think more what your right leg is doing as you draw circles on the ceiling with your left big toe. We've got 3. And 2, go in the same direction. And 1, try and keep that right leg still. Change direction, 5. And 4, keep those ribs strong and quiet. 3, 2, hopefully your right leg, your right knee is facing up to the ceiling the whole time. Fold the knee, take your foot down. Melt the spine down. So I certainly felt the right hand side of my bottom working hard to create stability there. Coming up, please. Those hips are higher than your bottom rib. Your arms pressed down, right leg up, reach it, 5 circles. And 4. Your circles might be bigger than mine. I'm going fairly small, so I can really work on stability. If you can go big with stability, you crack on. 2 and 1. I'm definitely finding it different this side to the other. 5. Use your arms. 4. Left knee not moving. And 2. And 1. Fold the knee, take the foot down. Melt the spine down. Just draw your knees into your chest for a moment and give your back a rock. And we take our feet down and we do that again, but we're doing it slightly differently. So this time we're going to work more into the bottom rather than spinal articulation. So your back's in its kind of neutral position. It's just as it is. Think about pulling the ribs in, staying strong through your center, press your arms down, take a deep breath in, and this time we just press our hips up, not articulating, and tap your bottom down. And we press up, and we tap down, so your spine's barely changing shape. 6, and kiss the mat with your bum. And 5, I'm really pressing those hips high, so I feel my bottom working hard. 4, release down, but you're staying strong the whole time. 3, where are your knees? 2, we're going to do pulses on the next one. Strong pulses. We come up, ribs quiet, and we pulse. So it's a lift, drop, lift, drop. Let's go 6. I'm not squeezing my bum, but I feel those bottom muscles working hard as I press my hips up. 4, 3, 2, 1. This time melt the spine down. Let it fall to neutral. We press the hips up again, your ribs are quiet. I pick my left knee up so my knee is over my hip, and this time we pulse here. Pulse, so you're doing this quite tricky move, but your right leg is doing all of the work. Let's go 5, 4, 3, can you use your arms more? 2, 1. Take the left foot down. Melt your spine down. Let it fall to its natural, comfortable position. Ribs in, belly strong. Press up. Right leg up. Just make sure your left knee is facing up to the ceiling. We pulse. we pulse. So feel the left hand side of your bottom working hard. Feel your arms working hard. Feel your powerhouse working hard. Neck longer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down. Melt the spine down. And hug your knees into your chest. Now I'm going to grab a quick drink. Make sure you grab one if you need to. We are on our final set. We are going to be going for our abs series, so we're doing that twice. Okay. So we've got single leg stretch, double leg stretch, crisscross, single leg straight stretch, and double leg straight stretch. So I'm going to pull my right thigh to my belly. My hands are on top of my shin, my left leg is long. My elbows go wide as I lift my forehead up towards the knee, and I switch legs, and I switch legs. So one leg goes as long as possible, and the other knee pulls it in as much as possible. And the entire time, that upper body is still and quiet, just the hands are moving. Can I have 3, 2, and 1. Pull the right knee in to join the left eyebrows to your knees. Your legs stay together, double leg stretch, reach long, circle, hug those knees in. Reach long, circle, hug in, upper body still quiet. We go 3. Can you sweep your arms wider before hugging in so you get into the chest? 2. Squeezing your legs together the entire time. Last one. Circle, hug. Bring your hands behind your head. Let your right knee come to your chest, left leg long. Twist to face the right hand side of the room. Through center left. Through center right. We go 6, 5, 4, knees face up to the ceiling the whole time. It's just the rib cage twisting for 3, and 2, and 1. Knees to center, legs up to the ceiling. Take your hands up your left leg. Right leg hovers just above the mat. Your elbows go wide as you pull your left knee to your nose for 1, and 2, and switch, and 1, and 2, and switch. So the upper body has not dropped any lower throughout these 4 moves. Can I have 6? Pulse the bottom leg as well for 5, 4. The head's coming down in a moment. But for now, can you lift it higher? 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in for a moment, take your head down, and take a full body stretch. We go double leg lower. I'm going to sweep my arms round, and I'm actually going to tuck my hands underneath my pelvis tonight, just for this one. So my palms are facing down to the mat, my pelvis is on the back of the hands. Head stays down. First of all, just turn your head from side to side a couple of times for me, please. The head is heavy. Just feel that bit of a massage in the back of the head. That beautiful neck mobility. Can we just go a couple more times, please? And 1. And come to center. Let those knees come into the chest. Think about your abdominals not doming, they stay pulled in flat. Reach your legs to the ceiling, flex your feet, it is up to you how low you go. I inhale, lower my legs. I point and I lift. So think less what the legs are doing, how low can you lower without your abdominals feel like they're popping out? And then point and lift. The pelvis almost lifts off your hands as you come up. And we go for 3. Point and lift, don't rush it, can the pelvis hover? And 2, my legs are quite shaky right now. And point and lift, strong. Pelvis hovers if you can. Last time, please, flex and lower. Point and lift, get that little hover. Take your feet down. And take a quick full body stretch before we go for the next set. Let me keep an eye on the time. We've got 5 minutes left. This is perfect. Even if I do say so myself. Let's pull that left knee into your chest. Okay, elbows wide, upper body lifts. Right leg just hovers, feel energy through the tips of the toes. And we switch. And we switch, feel that length through your hip. Let's go 6. Let's get the shoulders up higher. 5. If you start looking up to the ceiling, it's going to go into your neck. And we definitely don't want that. 3, and 2, and 1. Pull the right knee in to join the left, eyebrows to your knees. Upper body doesn't move. Double leg stretch for 5. Circle, hug. Inhale long. Exhale, squeeze all of the air from your lungs. And 3. Can you get your shoulders higher than mine are? I'm quite aware they're dropping. And 2. Sweep round, hug in. Last one, please. Hug them in tight. Take your hands behind your head. Left knee to your chest, right leg long. Twist left. And we go right. 8. And 7. And 6. Shoulders higher. More twists for me. 5. Thigh closer to your belly. 4. 3. 2. And 1. To center, legs to the ceiling. I walk my hands up my right leg. My left leg hovers. We pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Give that bottom leg a bit of a pulse, pulse. Releasing your hip. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Both knees in, take your head down. Quick full body stretch so we can get the most from this final double leg straight stretch or double leg lower. Sweeping my arms around, tucking my hands under my bottom, under the pelvis or the sacrum. Legs up. Think what your belly's doing. Flex your feet lower. Point and lift. Strong little pulse. And 4, flex and lower. Point and lift, little pulse. Ooh, my pulse is getting bigger. 3. Can you make yours a little bit bigger for me? Pulse. Ooh, and 2, my abs are burning. Lift, lift, float. And 1, pushing through your heels, pointing for your toes, hovering the pelvis. Take it down and stretch out for me, please. Well done. Couple of breaths here as you go along. Let everything settle. If you're holding tension in your neck, please feel free to release. And then when you're ready, just draw your knees into your chest and rock yourself up to seated. Just going to finish with a little swan dive to stretch out the front of the body. Look around, grab a quick drink if you need to. We are going to have our hands underneath our shoulders so your elbows are elevated. Legs are close together. First of all, lifting our gaze up to the wall in front of us, pressing into your hands to lift. As you come down, just feel your pubic bone stretch out down, navel, breastbone. Your head releases, leaving the legs out of it for now. Again, I inhale, start looking up. I press into my hands to lift, lifting my breastbone up. Exhale, lengthening down. Add the legs to the next one. So upper body first, please. On the inhale. Now the exhale just helps lift the legs as your upper body comes down. Twice more. Inhale, upper body. Your legs come completely down. You're looking up. Exhale, legs long. Upper body up. Finish with those legs reaching and lifting and lower them down. I want you to tuck your toes under here and press yourself back to rest position so you can just get a bit of a stretch through the calves there as you're pushing your heels back. Knees together, eyebrows in towards your knees. Fingers are reaching forwards. And take a couple of deep breaths for me, please. Feeling once again the expansion of the rib cage to the sides, but maybe noticing it more to the back now. Couple more breaths. Can you tuck your eyebrows closer to your knees? You push through those heels more. And then we uncurl the toes. Let our bottom sink to our heels. And then roll the spine up. And at the top, we're just going to bring ourselves to our mermaid position, just to stretch out. So I've got my right foot on my left thigh, left foot tucked behind me. My right hand goes down and I just stretch out my sides. I lift, come up tall. And we stretch out through the waist, press down that bottom into the mat. And let's just go for once more each direction with our legs this way. And then we'll swivel around and change. Just let your breath settle. Get your reach on. And then we're just gonna turn on our bottom so those knees face to the opposite way. And we go over for 4. And 3. Final 2. Oh, it's nice to take a bit of a breather after that class. Although it was slow, I found that really quite challenging tonight. Final time. And you are done.